Well, that was embarrassing. Live video, live video, live video. That didn't work out well at all. Professional YouTuber here. How good is that? How we doing, guys? It is, what is today? Monday, the 18th of August. It has been a hectic last few days for me, so I'm kind of a little bit lost out there. Today we've got someone that I met. When was that? Was it last weekend? No, weekend. Oh, I don't bloody know. We'll bring him on. He'll bring some more stability to my headspace at the moment. How you doing, Josh?
Stability. Are you sure about that?
No.
You're relying on me for stability. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Not at all.
Hey, Shane.
How we doing? Hey, Luca. Newly Joe. I don't know who Newly Joe is. I haven't seen that name before. Unless you're one of the 1,000. What's that?
That's who I think it is.
Oh, Newy Joe. That's someone from up there. That's the swimming pool at Newcastle, right?
Pretty.
That is,
Maybe.
yeah. We haven't been there. Like, dog friendly. We're like dog people. So, like, everywhere that's not dog friendly, we just don't go because
Very
it's
limited.
so hard to get dog sitters, reliable dog sitters.
Yep. We're pretty lucky in that regard. When we go away, we've got our neighbours' kids, and farm kids are just built differently, you know? Like, farm kids have the mentality most of the time of a young 20-year-old, responsible young 20-year-old. So these kids next door, they're like, oh, geez, how old would they be? Like, no older than, like, 14, the oldest one. And so her and the middle brother, they hop on their motorbikes and quad bikes and come around to our place. They're like a kilometre away and feed our animals when we're away and look after the farm while we're away. It's pretty damn cool. It's very good having that next door. Yes.
You're living the dream, mate.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Greetings from the Easy Money Earner. That's a Raby guy. That's an army thing. So he's I can't even remember what you said you were. I do remember that you were a Ramey guy. So Royal Australian Easy Money Earner, the Royal Australian Electrical Mechanical Engineers. Yes.
Yeah, it's easy money until it's not.
It's the army, mate. It's always easy. G'day, Edward. Is your wife with you, Ed? Or is Nass at home still?
So Ed was at the camping weekend last weekend.
Cool.
Yes, camping weekend.
That looked like fun.
Rainy girl.
No.
Legend. Yeah, so
seeing as Shane's doing a terrible job of introducing us. So for those who don't know,
have you not seen my live stream?
I have.
This is like
I'm Josh.
This is like loose.
This is T. And we're J&T's journey.
As in, iced tea, cup of tea.
Yeah, I guess the spiel is we have a YouTube channel that's all about us. We have
family too. It's not just
us and the family and the dogs. Kids are inside. They don't really fit in the A-van, so
that's why they're always in the annex.
And as Shane would say, we've got those funny other cars that are different to everything else.
Americans.
Well, that's not why we bought them, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just bought it because he had one. So.
Oh, what a load of crap.
So,
you
for those
bought it
who
because you got behind the wheel of mine and said, I want one.
Just a smaller version.
For those who don't know, there's a Facebook group that Nass runs. I don't know if Nass is in here or not. And Nass and others. I'm not sure who else. But anyway, I put the word out there. It's a Facebook group for YouTube adventure YouTubers. I think in Australia, but there's overseas people in there as well. I'm pretty sure. And I asked if anyone wants to come on here, and you went, and I went. Actually, you reminded me because I thought it was someone else who was meant to be on here today. And then anyway, I'm set up camp, and then this bloody American freaking thing pulls up next to me. He's like, "Oh, I'll set up here." It's like, oh, great. And by the time he had it all set up, it was like a McMansion there. It was pretty impressive. What have you got? What do you tow? I know it wasn't that long to put up, and I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying it looked good. Tell everyone what you have.
So I've got a Jeep Gladiator.
I've got a Jeep JK Wrangler.
Shorty
goes with me because I'm a short ass.
So yeah, we're a 2 Jeep family, and we also have an A-van cruise liner,
which we're in right now.
Which we're sitting in right now, which is one of the A-frame pop-up things. In case you can't see it in the roof, so.
And why we're crammed in together.
It folds down flat, and some people call it a caravan, some people call it a camper. We think it's a camper, but it depends who you talk to.
What about a camper van?
Just call it both.
Well, Yeah. It's the A-van. Most people know what an A-van is, but
sure. There was the first. It was the first one I've actually had a look into, and to be honest, I was kind of surprised. It's actually not bad, but to be fair,
I think the first thing you said when you stuck your head in was, shit, there's a lot of room in here.
A lot of room in there.
And then you're like, holy crap, there's a full fixed bed. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I was genuinely impressed by what was in there and how much room you have in there. This is another one of those Rubicon people, isn't it?
Yeah. That's Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Just ignore his comments for the rest of the live stream. We'll be perfectly fine.
Oh, so Ed runs that group as well. You're just Ed, I forgot to give you footage. Sorry, this is just me doing my personal admin stuff while we're live streaming. I was meant to give him some footage from that weekend. What was that?
I was just saying, I've just sent a message to Nas to get some footage so we can do a promo video for the thing next year too. So,
on you, Matt.
Why don't you just make your own video?
I'm going to make my own video, but I want Nas in it. I mean, I'm not sure why I want Nas in it, but I want him in it.
He was there.
Yeah, I should have done it there. That would have made sense, right? That would have made sense, right? But yeah, you know, best of intentions, right?
We call it a camper or a caravan. I don't know, but my feeling is his is probably better than your one.
He's got one. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Matt. Yeah, so Matt's got Matt's is worth 3 times what ours is worth.
Only 3?
Or nearly, yeah. They've got a really nice lifestyle recon hybrid, and that is way more off-road, way more capable, but also way more dollars than I think we'll ever have to spend on a camper, like more than the Gladiator's worth. And that's saying a lot because the Gladiator was like big money when we bought it. They're not quite as big money now, but yeah.
So if you are into those sort of Jeep cars, go and look at these 2 channels. They're both quite entertaining. Tell us, why did you buy that and not, a Luxie?
Because they're boring.
A lot of them
why
are
did you
starting
buy
to
that
look the same.
and not a
At least
Luxie?
The Gladiator's unique.
Well, it is that. It is that. We like to do things differently here. We bought a brown lab. She died a couple of months ago now, and she had like a kinked tail. We're the only ones that we've ever known to have a kinked tail and a Labrador. Then we have a Whippet cross and a Jack Russell. They're our farm dogs. Just weird combination of dogs. We're surrounded by cow dairy, so we decided that we're going to start a goat dairy. Different. We just do things differently here. So I totally get the different thing. Like around here, I don't know anyone else with a 76 series. There's plenty of 79 series. They're all farm utes, but we don't know anyone else has got a 76. So it's different. We like different. I get different. But why that different?
Sorry. I'm going to kick the little dogs out in a minute. So why the Jeep? It started with the Gladiator. Basically, it started with the A-van, actually. We went to a caravan and camping show, and I've always liked the A-van design. I've always thought it's a really clever, really cool design. And I always wanted to... Sorry, that's great. I really don't know what to say in response to that, Ed. It was during working hours, so I don't know. Does that confirm or deny that? So it started with the A-van. So we went to caravan and camping show. I showed T the A-van, and we just bought the house. And what do you do just after you buy a house? You go and spend more money because that seems like a financially responsible thing to do. I showed T the A-van, and we were sitting in it, and T was like, I can see us cruising around in something like this. And I was like, okay, well, we'll speak to the broker and see what we can do. And then somehow 4 weeks later, before we'd left the venue, we'd put a deposit down pending a discussion with a broker. And then 4 weeks later, we'd signed a contract, and we picked the camper up 3 months after that. We were driving around, my car at the time was a 6-litre Crewman manual. And it had 300,000 Ks on it, and the engine hadn't been opened, and it was pretty tired. It needed a lot of money spent on it. So we started looking at, okay, well, maybe we need to upgrade the car. You know, it's got 300,000 on it. What do you do?
Yep.
And we had a look. We wanted a dual. It had to be a dual cab ute was our requirement. Yep. And I wasn't really fussed on engine type, whether it was diesel, petrol, etc. I don't think there's a whole lot in that in most vehicles these days. So we started looking around and we looked at, I really liked the look of the GWM Cannon. That's going to be a controversial thing, I'm sure. But we compared like the GWM Cannon, the D-Max, the Triton, Ranger, the Hilux. And honestly, you line them all up, you put them all in a row, they all look the bloody same. With maybe the exception of the next gen Ranger. Like they're all just, they're very similar designs. They all look the same. Everybody who drives them reckons they're the best thing since sliced bread. And they're just so bloody boring. And then I saw the Gladiator and I showed a photo of it to T, and T was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like it was the first thing that we actually went, "Hey, maybe we should go have a look at this." And so we went up to the dealer and we went for a test drive, and we drove out of town, switched drivers. T jumped in, got 50 meters down the road, and she looked at me and said, "Can we take it home?" And I went, "Well, we've got to sort some paperwork and stuff out."
Oh, it's pretty crazy.
And that was that.
You're in Bathurst, right?
Yeah.
So where's the dealer for you?
Well, the dealer was in Orange.
Okay.
Not
anymore?
Not anymore, no. So Stellantis have been pulling Jeep dealerships in Australia. So they're making dealer stuff really hard. I think what's happening is that they had a really big price hike during COVID.
Yep.
And after COVID, the prices never came back down from the dealers. And so they had this big slump in sales, and they've since dropped the prices by probably 15%. So we bought right at the peak of the high, which was, you know, if we'd waited 6 months, we could have got one 15 grand cheaper than we did. But they're consolidating the dealer networks to try and sort of push all the sales into the dealers to keep them profitable. So they've been closing regional dealers. There was one in Dubbo that closed a couple of years ago. There was one in Orange. They closed. They didn't close. They stopped dealing in Jeeps at the end of December. The closest dealer to us now is in Sydney. So we just I get them serviced by a local mechanic here who his foreman used to be the head mechanic for the Jeep service centre that used to be here when they used to have a dealer in Bathurst like 5 years ago. So he knows them inside.
So how do you go with, like, are they still under warranty, these vehicles?
The Gladiator is. So they've got 100,000 K 5-year warranty, whatever comes first.
So now if there's a warranty issue, you've got to go to Sydney now.
Yeah, so they do have dealers, but they also have some mechanics who can do the warranty work on them. So there's like qualified mechanics outside of the dealer network who can do warranty stuff. And if you speak to them about what's going on and send them the appropriate information, they can sort of advise you over the phone over whether it's worth bringing it in for a warranty claim or not. So you're not driving the whole way to Sydney to get knocked back and then drive all the way home. Yeah, because it's a 6-hour exercise to go to Sydney and back.
Yeah, for sure. Same for us for Melbourne. So we don't like to go there. Not for that reason. We just don't like to go there.
I'm going to say you probably just wouldn't like it. So yeah.
They kept nicking us, CJ's parking with. That's funny.
And then we ended up with a second one because T said she wanted one. T had a little Mazda 6, and we got rid of that, and now T has a JK.
I've gone from one extreme to another one. So.
And I went halfway across the country to go pick the JK up. Because it was the right vehicle. I mean, I'm sure you know when you find the right car, it's worth traveling the distance to go get it.
For sure.
And all the way to South Australia.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, we went to South Australia to look at a BT50, and then we drove home without the BT50.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Matt, I heard that freaking comment all freaking weekend. And everyone was sick of hearing it. Just saying. It's the most capable car off the showroom. Most capable
Tall
car.
tales, tall tales. Mate.
Tall tales.
Tall tales. That's okay. All I saw was you drooling over the Grenadier.
That was nice.
All I saw was Shane was just walking around. It's like looking at the Grenadier the whole time.
It really is a nice car. Like that's gotta say, I'm pretty bloody impressed with it. What's Fora?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. No.
I don't actually know what Fora is.
They just pushed it. I can see how that would happen too. If you push a new vehicle, how can you go past the Grenadier? Yeah. Well, you've seen it too, Luca. It really is bloody impressive. I come home and said to Sarah, I don't know, is it too late to revisit that discussion about changing this car over? I was super impressed with it. But
I'm gonna have to have a look at his Grenadier thing then.
Yeah, they're like a Land Rover but better.
Oh,
it's the Defender shape, the old Defender shape. It really is nuts.
And all the switches inside, they're like aviation style panels, and it's got, I think it's got just enough modern touches and just enough old school touches to be a really nice combination of both.
I'm not sure there's anything old school about it. It's just besides the shape and the feel of it. Like everything that's in that is like, I don't know if you got in there and had a look. He had it all on for me and showing me everything. It's freaking crazy what this thing can do. Like the info system on it was just fucking next level. I was so impressed with it, so impressed. But in my head also is when I look at when I went through that process of looking at other cars to replace the 76.
All right, leave him there.
The big factor was servicing this thing. Like getting it serviced by someone who has all the tools to service it. Because these days,
and the experience,
well, absolutely. We went through this whole process with the van. We had a Renault Traffic van for the business, and we ended up getting rid of that because the service was just so freaking bad. We ended up getting the Ford Transit because it can get serviced in our hometown. But the amount of times that poor bastard in there has got to plug a friggin' laptop into it to change shit. Or we say this thing's doing this too much. Or you got to bring it in. We're going to do a software upgrade on the thing. Like it's no longer a spanner and a screwdriver, you know. So it's not a matter of with the Grenadier and with the Jeep. Always in my head, I'm like, who around here can help me if I've got that sort of an issue? Nobody. It's like that cruiser on the back of that trailer that you showed me before. It's on the way to Melbourne to get it sorted out. That would be a pretty big hurdle for many people living regional, I reckon. Even for you, it's a 3-hour or 6-hour return trip, isn't it?
Well, to the dealer, yeah, but I mean, we've got people in town with the expertise, so
yeah. But for the warranty stuff, like that stuff. Like we've like other, I'm not sure how Jeep goes, but certainly like John Deere, for example, that the right to fix John Deere equipment is a big issue, and that's the way a number of American companies are going. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because capitalism, you can thank that for that.
Woohoo! But that Grenadier, man, I was just so impressed with it. There wasn't a single thing about it that I went, no, don't like that. Nice. And he got a bloody good deal for it too, you know. It's
yeah.
So
it's got all these pre-wired switches, and it's actually got, you know how I had to do that switch plate for mine and run all the cables for the winch and everything? Mm-hmm. The Grenadier has a cable that runs from the distribution to a high power relay ready to fit a winch under the bonnet, and there's just a switch on the roof to turn the winch on. Nice. It's so nice.
It's bloody good.
Fora.
There you go.
No, Filthy Off-Road Adventures. Yeah.
Come on. They're your people, and you didn't know.
I've never heard them called Phil.
Why are you even here?
Well, we know so many Matts, so we just call him Filthy Matt. Sorry,
I call him Dirty Matt.
And if you've seen his hair, well, you know.
I'll be nice.
I'm going to get bombarded with emails
about his hair. There was a whole post on Facebook about his hair. Lisa threw him under the bus with that, so you know.
Yeah, this is true. There's certainly plenty of Mitsubishi dealers around too, like Ford, Toyota, Mitsubishi.
I should probably clarify. Matt and I are friends, and I'm giving him a lot of shade because I know he'd do the same to me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And Matt did actually take us around, take T and I and the dogs and the kids around Stradbroke Island when we were up in Brisbane, and we had a really good time with them. So, yeah,
nice.
Go check them out too.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good channel. I like their stuff. Right to repair, it is. It really is. In everything though, it's not just cars and mechanical shit. It's everything. Everything. There is a printer right now that like it kind of goes in with the right of repair, but also along the lines of subscription stuff. I think those things go kind of hand in hand. That like there's printers now that you can't order toner unless you subscribe to their toner, to their ink cartridges. You know, it's
the whole cartridge. Yeah, that's been a thing for a while.
It's crazy. It has, absolutely.
And a lot of the printers, like a standard cartridge, will get you like 4,000 pages, just as an example, 4,000 pages. But the aftermarket, if it detects the aftermarket chip, the printer will stop printing at 2,000 pages, and there's nothing you can do about it. You've got to then, even if the toner can do 4,000 pages, they've updated the firmware so that it will just stop. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You get cans of bits from Mitchie and Mercedes, so it's I think Mercedes as well. Interesting. Whereabouts are you? Engineer with engineer Mia T. Who's that bloke? We could find a decent fire one.
I could build a decent fire one night. Well, it's not NAS.
No, it wasn't NAS. You two bitched and moaned like freaking old married couple, Ed. Like it was just. I hope you get out of your system before the actual main event, because if this was a test event, you failed at a married couple. You two.
Ed and NAS.
Yes,
the whole weekend. Ed and NAS. It's just whole weekend. Although I thought we were going to lose that lamb.
Oh man, I got footage of that, and I thought, no, I'm not going to put that in the video, but it'll come out again at some point.
I told T about that, and she's just like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I got a video of him carving it. I think we both did.
Yeah.
Waiting
for those that don't know about this, they got this. So the way Nas described it, he went to the butcher, and they have this like PVC pipe. Puts a net into this PVC pipe, then just stuffs like lamb meat into this thing, and it pulls it out and ties up this what would you call it? Probably a polyester sort of rope net. Yeah,
the nylon or something. Yeah,
and then put it over an open fire. Guess what?
Well, happened? It was fine until he took the foil off.
Well, that's right, but as soon as it was exposed to the heat, it kind of just went.
Well, I don't think it was that. I think the heat on its own would have been fine. The problem is, just before he pulled the foil off, he stacked the fire with these special, like, I don't know, they came from like his apricot tree or something, and it brought all the flames up, and the thing wasn't high enough, so the temperature of the flames is, like going to be way hotter than just the radiant heat coming off the coals, which is what you want. You want the radiant heat, not the flames on the meat, like.
Yeah,
I don't get it. If you're trying to char grill a steak, then that's a different story, but not when you slow cook it.
Well, no. As soon as that heat hit it, it was just kind of all like, there it goes. It was like in slow-mo. It was pretty cool. It tasted pretty good, to be fair. From Bali. Get a Toyota, had Ford before, excellent after-sale service, warranty, need carry the good work. Yep. I get it. You'll get no argument from me. Like you get Toyota bits everywhere. But you'll just be waiting a little bit if you need the same bit in a Jeep or one of the ones. But if that's part of your like mental, if you think about that when you're buying it and you're prepared for that, who cares, man? It's all good.
Look, and one of the nice things about the Jeep platform is fundamental mechanically. So I'm not talking about the engine or the transmission. And modern engines and transmissions are a problem in everything, right? Like you go buy a brand new 76 or 79, it's you've got the same problem, right? You go buy a 300, everything's computerized, right? Like it's just the way everything's going. You got to worry if you buy modern diesel these days, you got to worry about DPFs or DEF systems, and it's just the whole thing's just a nightmare. But one of the nice things about the Jeep platform is that everything from the chassis down is fundamentally like they've changed the geometry of some things and that kind of stuff, but everything from the chassis down is fundamentally unchanged for I don't know, it has to be at least the last 30 years. So any wrench monkey who knows how to tune a live axle vehicle can work on one.
Okay.
Cool. The platform that the Gladiator is based on, which is the Wrangler, they've been available in that form since 2019. And T's JK is a 2011, but the everything they upgraded the engine in 2012, but that was I think 2006 or 2007 to 2018. So like they're pretty easy to get parts for. Yep. Unless you need like rear windscreen or camshafts for the engine or something, something esoteric that's gonna, be a problem for anything.
Yep. Yeah, sure. Sarah did the windscreen in that the Ford Transit. It's got the these like demisting wires that go all through it all, like filaments that go through it. Like you can look through it, and if you look at the right angle, you can see them all going down. There's like probably 1,000 of them across the screen, and we got a chip in that. I'm glad we have insurance because it was like $1,700 for the glass.
Ooh,
ouch.
I was going to say, when Matt comes on, you can ask him about his fun with his windscreen.
The good thing about it though is you go defrost, and he goes, done. It's amazing.
Oh wow, it's that quick, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, I don't.
Do they make something like that for my car?
Probably not.
That does not surprise me at all. not at all. The shit that we get here, I ordered. You get two different ways because it's remote. You guys will get the same, I'm sure. Mind you, Bathurst is a big town, but we'll order stuff from the States, and I'll do it for the other channel. Well, not even order something. Like someone will be sending me something to review on the other channel, and it leaves on like the Tuesday, and I'll have it on like the Thursday or the Friday. But if I order something from like Melbourne or Sydney, it's going to take a week and a half to get that shit.
That's because you go through Aramex.
Yeah.
Aramex sucks.
Aramex are the worst carrier out in the bush. I don't know what they're like. I mean, you're more bush than we are, but we refer to ourselves as being the bush. But it's not uncommon for us to order stuff, and it will go to Sydney, and then it will go into the black hole that is Sydney for a week.
Then bounce back to Melbourne, and bounce back to somewhere else, and then back to Canberra.
And then we won't even get then sometimes we won't even get an onboard for delivery notification. It'll just rock up at the door.
And then if you miss them, then you got to wait again. So because the depot
all the couriers that come to our place, they just leave it. Like if it's a sign for, they just leave it.
Yeah, they don't bother anymore. So this house looks good enough. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah. We even go to the post office now. Like when I got my new passport, Sarah just went in there and got it. They're like, I've got Shane's passport here. I'll take it. No signature, no ID, nothing. Yeah. But went out. My son and daughter-in-law moved down. When Sarah goes to the post office to drop off all her orders to send out, they'll go, we've got stuff here for Tom and Carly. Do you want it? Oh, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'm seeing them tomorrow. It's like getting mail. It's not even ours now. Pretty funny. Yes.
Pretty sure that's actually, I guess if you don't open it, it's not an offense, right? You just become part of the delivery network.
I think it's a small country town, and it's okay. Like it's part of the it's part of the things that I love about living where I do. Like that sort of mentality of like, you should be right. You just take that for Tom or Carly, I like it. Brad Griffin, go the Clippy.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, we're showing our age now that we actually know what that is.
Oh wow.
No, that's actually getting a resurgence at the moment. That's a very, very now thing, and I'm sure Brad Griffin didn't have that a month ago. If I'm wrong, Brad, put a comment there. I reckon you put that on there after watching. Was he Louis Rosman? I think that's his name. I'm pretty sure. Let me know. Then, if you do, let me know. We'll get onto it. Much to be said about FedEx. What's to be said about FedEx? We don't get FedEx.
We get pretty good FedEx service. Well, FedEx is just a department of TNT now, so. or it's the other way around.
I can't remember what way. Who we've got mid-state. Is it mid-state?
Oh, we got lots of local contractors. So we basically have. I think the only people that aren't contractors are toll. Everyone else out here is an independent contractor, and you're probably the same thing.
We're the same. Yeah, we get toll. Yep, we get toll. Oh no, we get Star Trek Express as well. Star Trek Express as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Star Trek's just a division of Australia Post now.
I was going to say that's just Aussie Post, though. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
It's the express arm of Aussie Post. So, yeah. I was going to say, speaking of age, someone has a milestone coming up.
Are you turning 70?
Oh yeah, I look pretty good, don't I? It's all those creams out there, you know.
Someone's going to be 21 with 19 years of experience.
Well, that's how I like to put it, anyway.
That's the spirit. Good on you. What's that? When is it?
2 days.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. 2 days.
2 days.
Next year.
So you don't remember? I reckon as soon as you turn 30, that's it. You just don't remember.
Oh, I reckon,
yeah. People ask me, how old are you? Sarah say, how old am I? Yeah, 100%. So, happy birthday.
Young to feel. Thank you.
So, for those who are watching and you enjoy like videos like the machete video I just did, go and look at Louis Rosman. Louis or Lewis? Lewis Rosman. This guy is like on fire with his shit. That like when I came across him when Stefan Fisher had the issue with the batteries with what were they called?
Oh yeah, the DCS batteries.
DCS batteries.
Yeah. Yep. I read about that. I didn't actually get to watching any of the videos.
Sure.
Because by the time I got into it, like it was all legal cases and all that nonsense. So.
Yeah. Well, it was all Australian legal cases, and I think that I don't know. My gut feeling, playing in this space for long enough, that I think someone's gone. He's only got 25,000 subscribers. I'll take him to court. No one really knew about it, and then this Louis Rosman, he picked it up. He's only got like 1.5 million subscribers and went to town on DCS. So the Clippy thing is all about how everyone just is trying to screw you over now, like with subscription services, with software services, with the right to repair. The right to repair is a big thing with him, and his approach to this was, remember Clippy? Clippy just used to help. Like you're writing something and Clippy would go, yeah, it looks like you're writing a resume. Do you need some help? And he wouldn't ask for anything. He wouldn't tie you down or anything. He wouldn't ask for a subscription or your email address or anything like that. He would just help you because it was the right thing to do. That's what this is about. Yeah, that's what the Clippy thumbnail. And he basically said, everyone change your avatar to Clippy. And the amount of people who've got Clippy like icons on comments on my videos now is up there. Like people are watching that shit. Anywho, that was all. I just went on a rant, and that happens.
Speaking of right to repair, I'm going to sort of bring this back around to where we are. So we're sitting in the camper at the moment, and one of the things that I'm really proud about with this thing is it's fully off grid, and we have an inverter, and we can run the air conditioner overnight. And the whole AVAN community, when I first said that I was going to do a bunch of this stuff, was just like, "Nah, you'll never do that. It'll never work. You'll never be able to lift the roof. The solar panels won't fit. You won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that, etc."
Prove them wrong.
Yeah. Well, we did 3 weeks up the East Coast and back in the middle of January this year. Sorry.
Yeah, this year.
We left a week into January and we got home on the 1st of Feb, I think it was. And we went up the East Coast from Sydney to Brisbane and back. We ran the air conditioner. Out of the 22 nights we're away, we ran the air conditioner, I think it was 13 nights or 14 nights overnight. We had no issues running out of power, and we didn't plug in once. We're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, it should be.
Not everyone needs to build their thing that way, but when we brought this home, we sort of sat down and said, what do we want to use this for? How are we going to camp in it? You know, how are we going to keep the kids comfortable? How are we going to keep things charged? And then we said, this is what we'd like to be able to do. And he said, well, the kids are going to need to do this, and they're going to need to do this, and they're going to need to do this. And I went, okay, can do that, and then just made it happen.
Yep, nice. It is a pretty impressive setup. I do like it. What was that?
As long as the kids are happy, yeah. Don't worry about us.
Well, you're happy. You get air conditioner overnight in the middle of summer without plugging into power. Do you know how rare that is?
I know. It's so lucky.
Yeah. It is. But the annex that you got set up out the front for the kids to sleep in too, that's pretty neat. I do like it.
Well, they're definitely not going to fit in here with us. We had no other choice.
Babysitters. Just leave them there.
Nah, they can babysit themselves. They're old enough.
True. If you guys aren't familiar with this, guy, go and check him out. It's good information that he puts out there.
Yeah. Well, if I'm just away camping with my son, we drop the table down, converts into a single bed, and two of us sitting here comfortably too. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But the reason we actually chose the Avan over anything else is because the way our house is situated on the block, it's just we've got a wedge-shaped block, so the frontage on the front boundary is like
a wedge-shaped camper because you had a wedge-shaped block.
Yeah, well, there's that too. So
we're a bit matchy.
Well, the front boundary is only like 10 meters wide. The back boundary is 40. And they've built the house as far forward on the block as they can with the minimum setbacks from the sides. So there's actually not enough room on one side of the house between the top of the eave and the fence to get anything higher than 2 meters into the backyard, which basically rules out almost everything else.
We didn't want to go canvas ones either.
Camper. So. And we've been there, done that. Like before this, he had a little, it was like a motorcycle camper.
It was a motorcycle camper.
And it was a good little thing. Don't get me wrong. It was a great little camper. But we just got tired of dealing with canvas and, using it in the summer, canvas, thanks.
And, dogs, kids, we couldn't just all fit into it. So
you lost Luca. That's it. He's out of there.
Oh, we've got a diesel heater too. We're nice and toasty in here at the moment. I think it's about 5 degrees outside, and we're like, I'm almost about to turn the heater off.
I want to see how cold it is outside.
Yeah, I'm almost about to turn the heater off, so it's pretty toasty in here.
So it's currently it's apparently only 6 degrees outside. Feels like 3.
I think tomorrow morning we're going to have -1 here.
Yeah, we had ice on everything this morning.
We got rain tomorrow. Apparently,
I remember what was that? Phil with the Kraken, the truck. He was like, "How good's this weather? It's fantastic. The winter's done." I'm like, "Dude, it's coming back to bite. I guarantee you, -1 tomorrow." Yeah.
That was the guy with the I think it was it a wolfhound? Was his name Rex? Hey? The dog.
Oh, the dog. The dog was a bull Arab.
Oh, was it bull Arab? Sorry, big dog.
Bull Arab. Yeah.
Big dog.
Yeah, big dog. Yeah. I was thinking I might get in touch with him because he'd be struggling right now. I reckon Phil would be.
Yeah.
I think that dog's.
It's a sad story.
Not good at all.
Someone saying hi.
From the Sunshine Coast, Queensland. I bet it's nice there now. Can we go back up there?
Not during the summer.
No, that was a mistake. That was bad.
The diesel heat is the thing, isn't it? But I'm pretty toasty up in my rooftop tent with the electric blanket, I must say. It's
someone else said something about electric blankets last time we went camping to get one.
Oh, we don't need one.
No, well, apparently they're coming back.
The diesel heater ticking over online here is just really nice. And the nice thing about, you've got a nice setup, don't get me wrong, but one of the nice things about having the diesel heater is it heats the whole space. And when you're in a space like this where you've got your stove and your sink and your fridge and everything in here, you can get out of bed, you can make your coffee, you can you can do all the things that you need to do without having to put 100 layers on because it's 3 degrees outside.
Yeah, I must admit when I took that Goldfields camper for that week, or the caravan, that you know what I'm talking about. It's it was such a luxury to get out of bed or to just roll over in bed and turn that heater on because it's freaking cold. This is pretty decent. Then get up, walk to the other end of the caravan, make coffee, go back, hop into bed.
But you can see how you can get used to it, right?
Oh yeah, but it's definitely not camping.
Well, I guess by your definition.
but to get up and like walk out and there's the Murray River, I like that. That's what I like about camping, like waking up in the middle of fucking nowhere. But to wake up and go, that was a pretty damn comfortable night's sleep. And there's the Murray River. Yeah, it's camping, but it's what's that term? Glamping? Yeah.
No, glamping is these guys that are driving around with the 30-foot vans and the big Rams, the Silverados and the F-350s, and they pull up at the site, they drop the stabilizer legs, they climb in, and then they turn the air conditioner on. You don't hear or see them all weekend, and then on Monday morning they get out, they pull the legs up, they jump in, and they drive off.
Yeah, yeah. And you look at it and you go, my first house I could have bought 3 times for the price of your setup. It's freaking nuts. That's you're right. That's the fun of camping. Yeah. It's cold up here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay. Yeah, Indina. When you said like it's cold in the Sunshine Coast, I'm like, come on. Don't be telling
What's your
porkies.
definition of cold?
For me?
Yeah. No, everyone's.
To be cold, I'd want to be like -5 at least. I reckon.
That's your army days coming back though, isn't it?
I've got lots of insulation. Lots of insulation, mate. That's all it is. That's all. I'll go out in the morning and do stuff out in the farm, and I'll be wearing like I've got what would you call it? Like a fleecy sort of vest that I wear, and a t-shirt and jeans and a beanie. As long as I've got my head covered, I'm usually pretty good. And I'll see friends around, they're like, you're wearing a fucking t-shirt, it's -2. That's all right. It's no big deal. Just start working, doing
like
stuff.
As long as I'm moving around, I'm like that. T, however, likes to rug up.
I want to become an Eskimo, man. Okay.
Eskimo,
That's
man.
me in winter. Yeah. Here in Bathurst, especially.
Yeah, fair game too. Fair game. So the A-van, you're doing, from memory, you're doing something with the suspension?
Yeah, so
hopefully.
I have. Well, it will be happening. It's just a question of when I can find the money to do it, because all things modifications are always expensive. So the A-van suspension options come in 3 options. There's like a standard road going suspension, which is about that far off the ground, and how you can hit a pothole with it, I don't know. There's the high clearance off-road standard suspension, which is what we've got, which is a little bit higher. I think we're about 250 mil of the chassis, which is, like for a road going van is fine. For light corrugations, it's fine. And then they have the Adventure Plus, which is an independent coil setup, and it's an Alco setup. And the trailing arms on it aren't huge, so it's pretty rough on the van. I didn't like that option, but I wanted the stronger chassis. So we went with the mid-range suspension option, full well knowing that we had plans to rip it out and replace it with something else. And about 4 weeks ago, I took it up to Newcastle and spoke to an engineer about it. I was in Newcastle for a four-wheel drive training thing. And it was just convenient to drop through while I was there. And I spoke to the engineer up there. Mind you, I had to ring like 20 engineers to tell them about my ideas before I could find one that was like, yep, okay, you're not crazy. Well, maybe a little bit, but we can work with you. We have engineering approval for a 250 millimeter lift, just like chassis lift, so to the center of the axle. Up to 100 mil on the tires, so up to 350 mil. Full airbag, trailing arm suspension to go underneath this thing. It's going to be chassis strengthening. There's going to be a whole bunch of other bits and pieces. But I've found an engineer who's willing to sign off on it all. We had very lengthy discussions about the mods he wants to see. It's now just a question of when I can fit the materials into the budget. And when that happens, I'll be putting the A-van in the driveway. The Jeeps will be living on the grass for a bit. And we're basically, I'll basically be building a strengthener chassis next to it, ripping the current suspension arrangement out and putting this new chassis and setup underneath it. I'm getting strange looks from T. I have explained all of this to you.
Okay.
It's a pretty big job. And look, if you were going to pay a fab shop to do it, like forget it. You know, you'd be into it for 15, 20 grand. Fortunately, the materials aren't that expensive, and have welder can weld. So, you know.
So, what would be the price difference between what you're doing and the off-road version of the A-van? Compared
so the off-road version
between the vans that you have,
I think the off-road version was about 10 grand extra, and the conversion to airbags is going, in materials anyway, is going to cost us less than that.
Sure.
If you were paying someone to put airbags under it, as I said, you'd be into it for 15 or 20 grand. But I mean, in this day and age of putting airbags under everything, I would have thought that a company as large as Avan would have an airbag offering, but they don't. And we've got, the funny thing is, we've got probably the largest social media presence of any, I don't know, do we categorize as influencers? It's hard to imagine that people would actually be interested in the things that we have to say, but we have probably the largest Avan footprint out there.
Yep.
And we still can't get the factory to talk to us. Like, I just want to go have a look at the factory, like see what the manufacturing process is like. They've got like the Australian made certified thing to say that they're actually a proper Australian manufacturer. They're not one of these people that get this bit built in China and this bit built in Pakistan and this bit built in Taiwan, and then they import it and just put it together and slap an Australia badge on it. They're actually made here. But they won't talk to us. They won't talk to anyone because they go through their dealer network.
That's not that unusual, though. Like, there's plenty of companies that won't talk to influencers. There's plenty that just don't. That's cool. That's their decision. Enjoy the fucking yellow pages. So, Luca, were you up in the high country with Jace when he took that photo of his Grenadier with the snow all over it? I'm curious. I'll tell you what. When you turn 40, you fall asleep at 7:30 in the evening.
I know. I've been up really early today for work. I've had a long day. I'm so sorry.
That's fine, mate.
I can't stop yawning. Am I making everyone else yawn yet?
Not yet.
You're right. You can talk your ass off anything, so you're fine.
I do pretty much the same thing. Jeans and socks. No, I don't do any of that. I just put the electric blanket on, dude. I strip off when I get into bed. And like with you guys, camping with other people, I just generally don't do. So I'll usually get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to take a leak, but I'll just go out the front onto that box on the front of mine and like just go. But then when I go camping with other people, I've got to go sort another solution out.
You got to take 10 steps to the tree. Yeah, like it's so much further, mate. Didn't
you see when I was packing up and it was it Ed? He was like looking through the front of my trailer. I'm like, don't touch that milk jug, mate. There was a reason for it. He's like, what? I said, don't touch it. Did you see me get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and take a piss off the front of my trailer? No, you didn't. Don't touch it. Just reading all these three comments. They're all talking with each other.
Yeah.
Getting a new. Yep. Did you read this?
So no, because the frame, the current chassis is not coming completely off the camper. So what we're doing, there's a doubler section underneath the chassis. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's a doubler section where the current axle bolts in. It's an Alco independent rubber suspension axle underneath, so it is actually an independent setup underneath it. Basically, we're cutting the doubler off. We're building a new 50 by 50 box section beside it that to the current dimensions with a few extra cross members and things in to tie it in. It will then get sprayed in weld-through primer the whole way through. So I get a very heavy coat of weld-through primer over the whole lot. It will then be lifted in underneath. All of the or before that, all the gal will get ground off where it's all going to be welded, which I'm not looking forward to. But it's got to be done. Can't weld through gal. Not if you want it to hold anyway. Once that's all welded, it'll all get sprayed in a heavy coat of cold gal, and then we're probably going to put the engineer wants to see like almost like a Raptor coat, not quite the same as what you put in a truck liner, but a heavy plasticized paint on it, so that it won't get prone to stone chips. And then finally, the interior of the additional chassis will get I've forgotten what they call it. It's like a wool wax spray with a long hose, and there's a nozzle on the end, and you feed it down the chassis, and you pull the trigger, and it sprays the inside of the tube with a wax that goes the whole way through it. So
water good protection when you take.
Yeah. I've got a respirator and stuff like that's not an issue. So yeah, been there, done that.
Are you going to
watch this guy.
The amount of shirts with holes in it when you do this?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna have more holes.
He does a lot of welding and plasma cutting, and he's just got like a section in his wardrobe with just holes in his shirts just for that purpose.
He keeps asking me, why don't you throw these shirts out? I'm like, no, next time I weld, I'll put them on and then I don't, and then it just ends
Be a
up
fun game one day.
one
Connect the dots when all the welding marks and stuff on your clothes.
You live on a farm, you know what it's like. You got something.
100%.
100%. Grab the welder and do it. Like you don't think about what you're wearing, and then you walk in, and then your wife looks at you and goes, "You've got holes in your top." You go, "Oh, shit."
Yep. And then 2 years later, she'll go, "Is that shirt that's still got?" Yes, I'm still wearing it. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine.
When you did the gearbox in the van, I think you still got that, don't you?
So we used to have a Citroen van. That we used for a business venture that we used to be involved in, and it blew a seal on the gearbox on the way home from a gig one day, and I had to get it home, and I didn't know it had blown the seal on the gearbox. It was just getting a little harder to shift. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was super tired, and then all of a sudden it started squealing its head off in every gear except fourth, and I'm like, that means it's done a bearing somewhere. So I managed to nurse the thing home, and it's a diesel van, front-wheel drive, and it took me 2 days to change the gearbox in it. And at the end of the first night, after I got the gearbox out, I was black, and I mean, like there was like no part of me, like all the way up my arms, my back, my whole face.
But he's like, this will be easy. It's easy. I can fix the gearbox. I can change it out. It's easy. And then he walked in like.
He's just like, I'm going to turn the hose on you. And I'm like, it's not going to work. It's oil. It's grease. It's not coming off. Diesels, mate. Diesels.
Yeah, absolutely. This comment here about the I know you answered already. There was a video I watched about this American guy. Did he find it, or did he buy it at an antique shop or something, a cast iron frying pan, and he wanted to like restore it. So he sat there with this sander and stuff, and he said, "Oh, better put a mask on first." So he put this mask on there, and there's just two great holes either side of the mask. And I went, I don't know if you do this, but I'm like, you dickhead. Went straight to the comments to see how many other people thought you're a dickhead for no filters in your mask. You just put this mask on, it's got two fucking holes in it. Standing away. First of all, protection. Idiot.
Yeah, positive pressure, like especially for blokes like you and I with a beard. Positive pressure mask.
Yeah.
Nothing that clamps over your face will seal. So
you better put out some good content now. You got a new sub. It was worth coming on. One sub you got. Hopefully everyone else is subbed. Are we all 61? What? What time is it? Holy shit! This has gone so fast. Gas. That's an army reference. There's a few in the chat that'll get that.
Yeah, we picked up 3 more. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't show. We picked up 3 more, so it's done something.
Ah, nice. I'll
let's hope that
for those who are still watching, I'm going to put I showed you guys this before. The video I did the other day, that went live. When did it go live? Friday, I think. About the machetes. It's had probably.
I didn't. I only watched it yesterday. I've been busy, so yeah.
No excuses, mate. I'm just going to have a look here quickly to see how many. It's had 1,000 comments, that video. So it's kind of It's triggering. But for those who haven't seen it, basically the Victorian government spent $13 million on these 40 bins. One of the comments on that video was from someone who actually makes the bins. There you go.
Yeah.
He built these bins for chemical storage, higher spec but same size. They cost $5,000 per box, and they sell for $9,000 installed plus GST. Where the hell is that money going? Yeah. Did the gas at Land Warfare Centre. There we go. Look at all these things. You gotta. I'm getting itchy just fucking thinking about this. They get it. They get it. I'm getting itchy and I'm getting snotty just thinking about it.
Yes, well, we all know how much you love the. I was going to say we all know how much you love the government spending.
I don't like anything about the government, mate. I don't think I'll make that a secret. Anyway, I think we've jibber jabbered long enough. What do you got plans up for your videos next? What's your next videos?
So I've got a review video to do. I've got a product that's been sitting on my desk for longer than it should have been. So that's coming up next. That's a cool little thing. I think you've actually you've done one of these too. So
what is it?
Sorry?
What is it?
What is it?
Jump starter air compressor.
Oh, the San Hema one.
Yeah.
You know what it does? It jump starts and it's an air compressor.
yeah. And it works well too. It works quite well.
It does work well.
So yeah.
I've actually got a really, really, really inexpensive one coming as well.
Oh,
Not sure how well it will do. We'll see. It's
yeah.
My plan is just to take the battery out of the cruiser or disconnect the battery and see if it jump starts the cruiser. If it does, it's rateable.
Yeah, well, this one.
Anyways.
Your next video should be how to light decent campfires.
Actually,
and Rosalia.
Actually, no, Ed, if you want to know how to do that, go and check out Cam and Tiff Wild from Wild Touring. Their latest video. Cam was shown a trick, or Cam and Tiff was shown a trick by another traveller, and that is you get the paper or the cardboard, whatever it is, Woolies bags or Coles bags. You walk around the campsite, you fill it with small wood right up to the top, put the bag in the middle of the fire on fire. It's a genius idea. And it works really, really well.
And it gets rid of those pain in the ass.
And it gets rid of those bags that you buy because you forgot to bring a bag to the shops.
I just don't mind going the incinerator. Wait, no, I don't do the incinerator. Incinerators are illegal. No incinerator here. Forget I said anything.
Yeah.
Ed, weren't you the one who was trying to light the bloody fire, Ed? I'm sure he said. I'm sure it was. It was what?
It was NAS.
It was these two. They were all I remember.
It was.
Where's the bloody wood?
It was NAS. It was NAS to begin with because Gay, Carol, I think you, myself, and Ed were all standing there, and NAS was like, "Who's going to light the fire?" And we're all put our hands in our pockets because I'm like, "Well, first time I've ever met you guys, I'm not going to go in and light the fire. Like that's a big responsibility." And
he gets out of his car. So when he first got there, he gets out. He's I'm pretty intimidated. But fucking what? All these YouTubers. So what? Who cares? It's no big deal. It's okay. We won't buy it. Well, I had to go give him a bush cuddle just to calm him down.
But any other time,
there were no bush cuddles.
If we were out somewhere else and someone said, "Who wants to light the fire?" he'd be all like, "Hold my beer," and I'll do it.
Well,
But he was intimidated by the
kid on the block. You got to be careful. New kid on the block. You got to be careful. And then Nath jumped in, and I mean, like, if I'd known that was what was going to happen, I would have done it. But
these guys that he's talking, I actually don't know the channel. I've seen the video as well, and it's a pretty funny video to watch. These guys here.
Medieval weaponry. Yeah. Ooh, suss that out.
Fire lighting, having spent quite a number of 61 years living in the right bush.
Yeah. I want to try. I want to try the kindling stuffed in the paper bag thing because it looks like it works really well. And it's a great idea.
It's pretty funny. I do these videos like that video I did with the napalm was something that I was like, I need an idea for a video. It went on the board. and then I wasn't going to do it because I'd done something similar not that long beforehand, and people just kept asking me in that freaking video, "How do you do it? How do you do it?" It's like, it's not rocket science. It really isn't. And when I put it there, I'm like, how many times can you light a fucking fire? And I go bush with friends of mine when I do, and you know what they use? Just diesel.
Yeah,
it's done.
I did it for a long time, and the nice thing about it is it burns really slowly, and you just light it, and it by the time the diesel's done, even if you've green wood in there, it's it's good.
Yeah, but I think like this that comment with the new way. It's not just new ways of lighting fires. It's a new way of doing pretty much bloody anything. I think, and I think that stems from. Can you see it here? That whiteboard there. Because all of us will have something like that in their life that's looking for video ideas and stuff, and it'll be something up there will be a new way to do something or something like that, just to making a video. That's the new thing that I think you're talking about there. The new way of lighting a fire, or the new way of making coffee, or the new way of cleaning your cast iron. They're all the same fucking thing. Anyway, I'm ranting again. Let's get out of here.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Good to have you on. Good chat, T.
I'll go to bed now.
and the plug for next year. Legends for Charity, Mansfield. Look it up. Be there.
We're going to be there.
Oh, look at this. This bloke just rocks up. You're a bit fucking late, Tim.
Oh, Tim. Well, if you had as much to drink as you did on the first night at the camp, I mean.
I wish I came to this camp now.
Oh, you would have had a blast.
Oh.
Including Shane's offhanded, innocent but arrogant comment. Talking to the competition.
The what?
Talking to the competition. Giving tips to the competition.
That's not what I said at all. I said...
we know what you said.
No, I know what I said. I said, you guys are not competition, is what I said. And it stemmed from a conversation I had with Richo when he was on here. He was on here the time before, and I was saying how YouTubers are not competition for each other. And I didn't get a chance to finish it, but you all fucking went, "Oh, you arrogant bastard." Oh, fuck you all.
Come on, mate. The way it was
yes, you did.
Yes, you did. The way it was followed around the campfire, mate, you should have known when you said that. That was it.
All I can say to his comment is, Tim, you were cut like bad. You were so drunk. As soon as that sun went down, so did the grog. And Tim was off his chops. That's all I'll say. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks' time. Catch us later.
Hooray.
See you guys.